So today's structure, we're gonna actually start with a little flow. Get the body warmed up and moving. And then we're gonna go into our, I'll call it like lift or more Pilates type portion of the class. And we'll be going, the main thing Yoga Sculpt focuses on time under tension. So as much as you can, even though you want to take a break, see if you can find that edge of where you would normally pause, rest, take a breath, and see how much you can keep going. I will give you breaks. So being able to hold that, we are again just using body weight, which is honestly hard enough as it is. So we're actually gonna get started standing today. Not what I want to do. We're gonna start just at the top of our mats, rolling shoulders down and back, closing down the eyes, inhaling and exhaling. With your eyes closed, I want you to do a body scan. So just checking in with, starting at your head. How does your neck feel? How do those little juicy spots on the back of your head feel? Maybe rotate your neck, yes and no, checking in. When you tuck your chin down to your chest, you feel a pull at the back of your skull. And then we're going to move down to our shoulders, so shrug them up to your ears, and then squeeze them down and away. How are those feeling? Elbows and wrists, give them a few little bends, circles. Sometimes our wrists can be clicky. If you feel any grinding, clicking, as long as you don't feel pain, that's okay. It's normal to have a little bit of weird sounds coming from your joints. Then we're going to go through the upper back, so almost like you're doing a cat-cow, just without the arms. Round and open up into that upper back. Seeing how it feels. Maybe going through mid-thoracic, mid-spine, maybe doing a few little twists, side to side. How does that feel? And then for low back, one I like to do is slide your left hand down the back of your left leg. So you're going to kind of laterally bend and rotate back just as far as you can. You don't need to force it. Come back up, do the other side. Maybe roll and touch your toes. How does that feel in your low back? And from here, you can put your hands on the mat and you can bend in through your knees one at a time. Straightening one, bending one. Checking in with hips, hamstrings, calves. Good. And then you're going to take a wide stance here and then just take a ragdoll. So if you're feeling pretty tight in the back hamstrings, you can bend your knees generously and lay your chest and torso right on your thighs, whatever you feel like you need. Side to side. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to shins, roll the shoulders down and back. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come to place on the mat. And you're gonna step right leg all the way to the back, lower down. You can either stay here. If you want to open up that leg, you can get that left arm pressing into left leg. You can rotate open onto the edge of your foot. Whatever you want to open up here. So try to add a little movement in. Anytime that we're gonna do like a warm up before any kind of anything more than just yoga, you always want to activate and prime those muscles, bring blood flow to them before they work for you. Come back through center, shift the hips back, toes up, heel in. Good, come all the way forward, hand plant, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, step back to plank. Your choice of flow from knees or toes, upward dog or cobra, and then you'll meet me in down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Knee to nose. Step it through. Lower back, left knee down. Good, same thing, open up here. Maybe rotating, kind of get funky into the inner border edge of your back foot. Might be the last time we're resting today. No, I did say I would give you rest, so. I don't want to scare you off. Okay, good. Send the hips back, toes up, heel in, stretch it through that hamstring. And then back forward, hands plant. This time left foot steps up to meet, right? Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Little back bend. Good, come all the way down. Left foot steps back. Knee lowers down. This time you're gonna take lizard if you can, coming down onto the forearms. I want that front heel down. So maybe walk your foot up a little bit, there you go. So it sounds weird, but I want you to squeeze your left butt cheek. So squeeze it as hard as you can. You should feel like a fiery sensation in front of your hip. It means you're doing it right. Big squeeze and then release. Squeeze, release. One more time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Release. Good. Press back up to your hands if you're on your forearms. Send the hips back. Toes lift. So the theory is that when your glutes are on, your hip flexors have to be off. So that's how we're tricking our hip flexors to lengthen. Come back forward. Hands plant. Lift the back leg. Step back into plank. Your choice of flow. Good. Inhale, left leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Send it through, step it through. Lower back, right knee down. Same thing, take lizard. And then same thing, squeeze that back glute. I like to keep my toes tucked back here. Tucking your toes tells your brain similar action to when you're walking and pushing off in a walk cycle. So squeeze that glute with your toes tucked as best you can. Feel that fiery front hip open up. Last one. Good. Hands come back up. Pop up. Step up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. One last pull. Good. Okay. Have a little sip of water. Every time I drive here, I'm like, I'm wearing my sweater the whole time. It's so cold. But I never make it to the warm up. Okay. So the first one that we're going to go through. So today's sequence, we're going to we're going to repeat things, but we're not going to go through the whole list again. I feel like that sometimes feels long. So we're just going to get all of one done and then keep moving to the next so that we just get rid of it. The first one we're going to do is a squat to a knee drive. So similar to like chair pose, think chair pose. I just don't want your legs touching because I want you to try to focus on activating it through those hip stabilizers. So as you send your hips back, your knees are tracking over the middle of your foot or towards the outside, almost like you have a band that you're pressing or pressing into hands. Your feet are flat on the ground, weight is in the heels, but dig your big toes in because you want to use your whole foot. So when you start, roll the shoulders down and back, belly button to spine. So make sure your back is flat. From here, we're hinging and then squatting. Just a regular squat, really. So once you're here, you're gonna stand up. Right leg's gonna lift. This standing leg, you're gonna tug, squeeze this glute as hard as you can. Straighten in through this leg, kneecap goes into quad. Come back down, squat. I'm just giving you a million cues to distract you from the squat. So you're just gonna alternate lifting your leg one by one. I really want you to tap into this movement because when you are gonna be holding chair pose, I want you to feel the weight is in your heels. Because you really want to activate your glutes and not send your hips and knees too far forward and really load the knees in the quad. So everyone find a nice little comfy spot on their mats. All right. Roll your shoulders down and back. Pour in. Hinge from the hips and we'll get started. Squatting it down. One leg lifts. Good. Every time you lift one knee, think about that standing leg. Can you squeeze your quad any tighter? Can you squeeze that glute tighter? Sometimes I get more activation from body weight than I do when I'm actually lifting. So I'm paying attention more. If you want to play with going all the way into like a yogi squat, like go low, you can totally do that too. Whatever you feel is good for you. Get that heart rate going. Good. 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get into a yogi squat. We're holding here. So for most of us, it's passive. If not, get a block. Help yourself out. But I want you to try to send, we're kind of trapping the blood in the quads right now, opening up through the pelvis. We're going to pop back up in less than 10 seconds and we're going again. 3, 2, 1. All the way back up. Get your feet centered. Send the hips back. So I want you to think about the different cues. All the cues that I say a lot of different ones, hoping that one sticks. When I used to train, I would be like, how am I supposed to think of all these things? But you just need one thing. So squatting, butt back. Standing, quad on. Good. I guess I did this at the beginning. Imagine I finished class with this. Good. 10 seconds here, you guys. So we're going into our yogi squat, trapping that blood flow. Getting that lactic acid in there. 3, 2, 1. Get in nice and low. Close down your eyes. Focus on your breath. Just feel the music. Feel that blood pumping in your body. In through your nose, out through your mouth. You control your breathing. We're going back up for our final round in 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Get those feet centered and go. As you squat, your chest is staying lifted, your shoulders are down and back. Core is on tight. Weight is in your heel. Kneecap driving into those quads on the straight leg. We are way more than halfway there. Don't stop. Just go slower if you need, but stay moving. Again, shorten the range of motion if you need to take it back a little bit. 10 seconds. No one stop or I'll restart the timer. And I can't do more squats today, please. Done. All right, welcome to Yoga Sculpt, everyone. Have a sip of water. Okay. This next one we're doing, we're gonna work on curtsy lunges. But for this, I really want the emphasis to be on the front leg stability. So from here, you're stepping on different tracks. So your foot's in the middle, your foot behind is on a separate track. I like to have mine pretty far back so that I'm almost 90-90 in both legs. You can do it shorter, but it's really quad dominant on the front leg. Pick your poison wherever you like to be. Anytime that you're doing lunges, same thing with squats. I never want the knees going in. Super dangerous for your MCL, meniscus, all the other things. So as you're stepping back, because you're going to alternate, your main number one focus as you lower, watch this knee. Make sure it's not doing any weird, funky things transitioning to the middle, okay? Weight in the heel, nice and slow. Come up, shifting. Again, weight is in your heel, your toe is still engaged, and just alternating back and forth, okay? Same time frame as the other. Roll the shoulders down and back, and go. So just nice, low impact, working that single leg glute strength. Shoulders are down and back, chest up. Watch that knee. And you're going softly to the ground. Good, more than halfway there. Roll those shoulders down and back. Try to keep a nice consistent pace. Ten seconds. We are going to go to our rest yogi squat. 3, 2, 1. Good. Come down. Trap that blood flow in there. So with the curtsy lunges, I want you to really try to think about the activation, that outer glute. A lot of those don't get turned on day to day when we sit. So those are the muscles that save us when we slip on the ice or we fail in a snowbank, or your dog is 100 pounds and just pulls you while you're walking. 3, 2, 1. Back up. Keep alternating. We're going to start getting into a little bit of core on our next one, on our next series. Stay nice and consistent. Again, shorten the range of motion if you need. Go a little slower if you need. Everyone has different demands on their body. 20 seconds. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Think about what you want for your health this year. What coming to a class for strength means for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Yogi squat. Last little bit. And we go to core, okay? It's the third set that always gets you. You're wondering, why is that? seconds. This is a mind game, the last minute of legs, okay? 3, 2, 1, back up. Your mind is stronger than your body. If you need to close your eyes, close your eyes. Go shorter range of motion. Think about what your abs are doing. Think about what your upper back is doing. Maybe squeeze your fists and unclench. Distract as much as you can. More than halfway there, last bit of work. You got it. Keep sending that leg back behind you. 15 seconds of work, and you get a proper break. No one stop. That's it. Three, 2, 1. Good job. No yogi squat. Shake your legs out. Let them go. You can come down onto your butts. Okay. Oh, we're all awake. We're all warm. Okay, so this next one that we're gonna do, a little bit of the glute theme, but I promise not really like focus one. So this one here, we're gonna be doing a sideline crunch. Ideally, I would like for you to be down here. If this is too much, pop up onto your forearm, shorten that range. Just make sure you're not dumping into your rib cage. Hold that nice and high, obliques on and working for you, okay? So half the movement is gonna be coming up like this. So that's the one way to do it, or full arms down. Find good placement. And you're lifting, you're coming up, pressing into that elbow, lifting high, okay? Second part of that movement, whether you're on your forearm or not, legs lifting, and we're gonna do some series with our leg. Drop that, go back to the core and through that, okay? This one doesn't have any particular rest yet, mainly because this is resting while this is going, and vice versa. So, in terms of your bottom leg, you can have it bent, you can have it straight, wherever you want. The only thing is that I want to make sure your hip bones are facing forward. People, when they do leg lifts, have a tendency to like rock back. When this happens, you're just using your front abs instead of actually using that side juicy hip, okay? So we're gonna go in for the side crunches first, and I'll give you a good heads up when we're switching. So pick where you want to start. If you're on the ground, you're pressing into your elbow, and we're going. I want elbow to touch your hip, and then you lengthen out. Inhale as you lengthen, exhale to crunch. This top arm, if you want it to not just be on your head, you can actually reach overhead if you want. Good. We're gonna switch in 3, 2, 1. So you can support your head, top legs long, point the toes, and you're gonna point the toes up to the ceiling. Rotate in a little circle, just pick one direction, wherever you're at. Good, nice and slow. So now big circles. So use this top arm to stabilize you. Really, really big circles here. Good. Small circles, same direction, like tiny, 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 tiny. Tight core. Don't let the hips rock. Good. Keep pointing the toes up. We're gonna switch the directions. 3, 2, 1. Little in the other direction. Get that toe up. Good. We're gonna switch to big circles in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. The more it burns, the less your butt's doing in the day. So maybe you gotta do these at the office. Start that lunchtime class. Invite your coworkers, see if they want to swing their legs around with you. Good. 3, 2, 1. Back to these. Arm out. Legs stacked, lifting and crunching. Good. Keep lifting up. That's it. Come up to touch every time. Press deep into that elbow on the floor. 3, 2, 1. Good. Come down. Top leg out. We're not doing this whole thing 3 times, don't worry. I don't think my leg could even do that. Okay? We'll just start with some regular random circles, random shapes. You want to draw a square, you can do that. Okay. Now we're doing big. And in the areas that you want to go fast, I want you to go slow. Good. Switching to little. Now. Core is on. Your top oblique should still be on fire. The best news is that there's less than 15 minutes of class, so this thing just flies by. Good. 3, 2, 1. Switches directions. You got it. We're switching sides after this. Don't worry. I promise. 5, 4. We're going to big. We can do it. I know you can do it. 3, 2, 1. Everyone just smile. It's better when we fake smile. Woo! Everyone's gonna hate me tomorrow. You got it. 5 seconds. Done. Woo! Shake that out. And it's just waking it up. Not sure if it's still there working for you. All right, flip over to the other side. Woo! That one was good. Okay. Going into it, I'm just gonna let you know that your bottom hip is still probably gonna hurt when you do this top one, but that's okay. That's okay. 2023, the year of all of us having great butts, great abs. Who doesn't want anything more than that, right? Lots of strong stuff. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Starting with our crunches. Coming up to that hip. Almost feels like a little massage on that bottom hip. Really going for it. Inhale and exhale. Come to lift every time. 3, 2, 1. All right. Our favorite. Lift that leg. Point that toe up. Let's do random circles for a bit. Get that spot working. If you have a hard time activating, I mean, I'm pretty sure you know where it is now, but on this leg, you can kind of poke yourself. Okay, big circles. Big circles, good. Switching to little. In 3, 2, 1. Little same direction. Got it. You got it. Switching directions in 3, 2, 1. Does this side seem worse to anyone? Okay. Oh, I guess it's just me. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big. Oh my God. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Go nice and slow. Good. We have 3, 2, 1. Drop it in. Arm goes long. Let's go for those crunches. Last round of these, whatever the hell these are. I'm sick of them. All the way up, elbow touches, hip every time. Get those core working, those little side abs, your obliques. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Your mind is way stronger than your body here. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh God, move that leg. Last time we got big circles. We're skipping the little circles first. We're just going right to the big. Woo! I hope no one's doing the 6 p.m. after this. Oh, okay, good. Well, we'll get a good stretch. Good. Okay, little circles. It's just 20 seconds. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Everyone's done harder things for 20 seconds. I know that for a fact. Focus on your exhale. Oh my God, we're already there. 3, 2, 1. Other way. I was thinking of buying bands for the class. Imagine. Oh my God. Little circles. We have 8 seconds on this. Come on. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Big. Oh yeah. Just wait till I'm back from Australia, my Pilates course. Things are gonna get even crazier, you guys. This is why we have to build strength now. 3, 2, 1. Woo! You guys are amazing. If it wasn't for you, I would have stopped way longer ago, okay? Woo! Okay, on that note, everyone just do, a little butterfly. Let's just take a moment here. Hips stabilized. Let's just consider them good to go. All right. I'm gonna push the next one I had till a little later because my butt can't handle that. So we're gonna go into our push-up and plank jack variation. So whether you want to do your push-ups on your knees or on your toes, totally up to you. If you're doing them on your knees though, I want you on an angle. So as soon as you're like this and table, it's not doing anything for you. So walk those knees back unless you're on your toes. Tuck the pelvis in, belly button in. Lower down for your push-up. Tuck the toes, lift, out, in, knees lower, push. Okay, we're not going as long as the other ones. So we're just going out to the edges of your mat, in, knees lower, or if you're staying on your toes, push-ups, lower chest comes in, press back up, Okay, this one's not going to be as long as the first ones. Upper body and core usually tend to be less. All right, everyone get in your plank position. This can, you can do the jack part on your forearms if you wanted to do this, and then you can just hold the plank if you find that push-ups are really hard for you. Alternatively, doing push-ups, if you want to go down, pause, lift your hands, and then push up. I find sometimes that is like a middle ground for people, okay? 3, 2, 1. Start in your plank. Do your jack out to the side, in, knees lower or fully lower. Good. Shoulders, your upper body, core, everything working. Good. We've got 15 seconds. We'll get a break. And guess what? Our break is child's pose this time, so way nicer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. Less than 10 seconds here. We go back into it. 3, 2, 1. Roll up. Out, in, lower. Again, there is no race for time. Just keep time under tension. Just don't stop. But you don't have to do a certain amount. You got it. 10 seconds. Think about what you want for yourself this year, for your health, your strength, your body. Done. Send the hips back. Child's pose. We have 10 seconds. Then we go into our final round. Last little bit is core, and then I'm done torturing you. But I'm not sorry. Frank told me I cannot be sorry for inflicting strength pain. Okay, roll back up. Stack your shoulders over top of your wrists. Tuck those toes, send it up for plank. Last bit of work. In and out. Good. Twenty seconds. You can do it. You can do hard things. Everything is hard before it becomes easy. Push, push, push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! You know what? Just your luck, there's not even enough time for me to do that last butt one, so I'll save it for next week. Sometimes I get too excited when I write these and I'm like, we have so much time to do so many things. Okay. When you're done your rest, come up to a seat. We're gonna go through a really quick core series and then I'm done. Okay. Coming onto your back. So we're doing half of it on our back, half of it not. We're starting on our back. Give ourselves a little break. Feet up towards the ceiling. Toes flex towards you. First bit, we are just reaching to our toes. If I see you bending your legs and rocking back so your toes are randomly so short to you, no, we're gonna restart the timer. We want to finish strong, so legs straight as much as your hamstrings will allow. Toes up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, reach. All the way down, all the way lift. That low back is pressing into the ground. Good. Push, push, push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind your head, heel, head, neck, shoulders up. One at a time, your legs are lowering. I encourage you to switch at an angle and not only right above you. Good. That's it. 5 seconds here. We flip over onto our hands and knees. We're going for a bear crawl hold. And go. Rock up. Knees come behind you. Last minute of class today, guys. Hands pressing in, toes tucked, lift the knees. Hover. You're in table. Knees are close to the ground. Belly button to spine. Make sure your shoulders are stacked over top of your wrist. Heels press into the back of the room. Dome through the upper back, spreading those shoulder blades. Squeeze all of your fingertips into the ground. Good. Lower the knees another inch. You got it. Last little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Can you try lifting your left foot? Good. Set it down. Lift your right. Good. Set it down. Lift your left hand. Good. Set it down. Right hand. Good. Can you lift opposite limbs? I don't know. I'm just distracting you. 3, 2, 1. Done. Woo! Good job, you guys. You killed it. Great energy in here today. I love that everyone's down for any random crazy thing to do. Thank you so much for flowing with me. I hope you have a phenomenal week. I hope you stretch. Maybe you should do a 6 p.m. yoga. Definitely, if you're feeling sore through the side glutes, pigeon's going to be your friend. So if you want, we can do that now. If you have to head out, it is 5:45. But let's spend a little minute stretching. And I love any recommendations. So I don't know if I have a card at the front or anything, but I might have some in my wallet. If you ever find my email or message me on Instagram, I'm always open to suggestions. So if you're like, Liv, I really want to work back or want to work this, I'm super open to it. Okay, press up, switch sides. One thing you're gonna want to do tomorrow is the 90-90 swivel. So you guys stay in this pigeon I'm gonna show you though. So both legs at 90 degrees. And then, so you're gonna want to do this tomorrow. Keep your feet down, knees down. And just rotating like that back and forth. Take some big breaths, sink your hip nice and low to the mat. Good. And then slowly peel yourself up. Good job today, guys. Love the effort.